19th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Call to order. The agenda item 4C, we'll go ahead and start with the prayer and the pledge of allegiance.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item D, State of the City Address. Mayor?
Thank you. Hey, good evening, everyone. This is my third year doing this, so I'm learning after a couple other years that I can always shorten it a little bit more each year, so that's what I did this year. I saw that, Chad. You're welcome. All right, well, thank you all for joining tonight as we look back on the past year and talk about the work that's happening across the city of Napoleon. I want to begin tonight with recognizing our new city manager, Lori Sinclair, whom we hired in April of 2025. Many of you know Lori from her years of service on city council and as a Henry County commissioner. She brings a meaningful experience in local government and a steady, practical leadership style. I want to thank our city council for their thoughtful work in the hiring process and helping ensure a smooth transition. I also want to thank our current city council members who put in many long hours on behalf of our residents. Our council president, Ross Durham, council president pro tem, Brittany Schwab, council member, Dr. Dave Cordes, council member Tom Weaver, and council member Jordan Bride. Your dedication is appreciated. I also want to welcome our newest council members, Victor Gaushin and Meredith Wolf. Thank you for stepping up to serve. We look forward to working with you, and don't worry about the agendas. They only look intimidating the first couple times. And of course, thank you to our clerk of council, Ann Harper, for keeping our meetings organized, our records accurate, and the rest of us pointed in the right direction. Your role is essential, and we appreciate you. Let's move on to the fun stuff, starting with the finance department. Napoleon ended 2025 with a balanced budget, which is not surprising because we balance our budget every year. Now, keep my other comments I had for other higher up government, but we'll just stick to ours here. Our revenue was at $8.8 million. Our expenses were just $8.7 million. A balanced budget doesn't happen by accident. It reflects daily discipline, long-term planning, and a commitment to spending taxpayer dollars wisely. Thank you to our finance department for their professionalism and steady oversight. Our law department had a very active and productive year in 2025. The office supervised approximately 550 criminal cases and 1,800 traffic cases. The department also handled 2 criminal or traffic appeals, managed 2 ongoing civil cases, and reviewed or drafted more than 50 contracts. Across the city departments, the law department issued over 75 formal or informal legal opinions, helping guide operations, policies, and compliance. The office drafted 59 ordinances and resolutions, with most of them ultimately being adopted. Moving on to our zoning and code enforcement. That department handled 370 zoning and property maintenance cases in 2025. Napoleon also saw 14 new homes built. That's up from 10 in 2024. Kevin Schulteis, his goal for 2026 includes improving communication between departments, expanding knowledge in building and engineering codes, and continuing responsive service. Our electric department had major 2025 accomplishments. They installed 3-phase service for pilot EV charging, the Ag building at the fairgrounds and Vernon-Nagel facility. They built a 1/3 mile service extension on County Road 15A. They also installed 15 new home services, replaced 3,500 meters via the AMI system, and ordered 25 MVA transformers and new bucket truck. They also provided mutual aid to Lansing, Montpelier, and Holiday cities. Moving on to the fire department and EMS. Their major milestones was ordering a replacement truck for engine 805, which we've had that since, I think it was 1996. What is it, 2005?
25 years.
25 years. They completed computer-aided dispatch transition and replaced Lucas CPR devices, saving the city $90,000. They also upgraded extrication equipment and improved in recruitment and with waiting list for full-time and part-time positions. Our Public Works and Operations Department, they ordered a new dump truck this year, which is greatly needed. And in spring cleanup, collected 211 tons of waste, completed hydrant flushing, valve exercising, and brush clearing, replaced 238 AMI radios, completed the 5th and Brownell water line, which was an in-house project, saving the city $115,000. They also completed the East Washington sanitary phase, nearly $900,000 under budget. It advanced Maumee River waterline crossing and progressed street improvements and sanitary cleaning. The water and wastewater departments completed multiple equipment upgrades at the water plant, improved lift stations and process controls at wastewater plant, and planning biosolids program will restart in 2026. In closing, as we look to 2026, our focus remains steady: serve the community well and maintain and improve our infrastructure, and continue investing responsibly in Napoleon's future. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Well done, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Move on to agenda item F, approval of minutes. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the minutes shall stand approved for January 5th, 2026 regular council meeting. Hearing none, they shall stand approved. Agenda item G, if there's anyone in the audience that has citizen communication, please come to the podium now. Obviously, there's none. Agenda item H, reports from council committees. H1, the Finance and Budget Committee met on January 12, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. And Tom.
And we recommended to council to approve the 2025 fourth quarter budget adjustments.
Thank you. H2, the Electric Committee did not meet on January 12, 2026 due to a lack of agenda items. H3, the Water, Sewer, Refuse, Recycling, and Litter Committee held a joint meeting with the Board of Public Affairs on January 12, 2026 at 7 p.m. And
It might be Dr. Dave.
I can go ahead and take that one. They discussed the water and sewer rate review. Agenda item H4. The Municipal Properties, Building, Land Use, and ED Committee held a joint meeting with the Board of Public Affairs on January 12, 2026 at 7:30 p.m. And
We recommended to council to approve the yard waste site rules as presented.
Thank you. H5, the Parks and Recreation Committee did not meet earlier tonight due to lack of agenda items. Item J, introduction of new ordinances and resolutions. J1, ordinance number 057-25, an ordinance supplementing the annual appropriation measure, supplemental number 4 for the year 2025, and declaring an emergency. The suspension requested.
We need a motion.
We need a motion.
Oh, yes. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion.
Second.
I'll let Kevin take this one and the next
Council
three.
I'll take the next three, so just to give you a heads up.
Okay.
So, and just for all the next three, for us to close out 2025, we are going to ask for suspension of these. If we do not, then we will need to have everything closed out by the end of January. So just a heads up, if we don't suspend it tonight, we would have to have a special council meeting to have a second read and a third read. And we typically suspend these just because of the timing of the situation. The first one here is an ordinance supplementing the annual appropriations. So this is when line items are over or under budgeted and for various reasons, then we have to increase them. So they were all discussed during the Finance and Budget Committee meetings. So there are quite a few of them because we have to make sure that all of our lines are balanced before we close out the end of the year. So if anyone has any questions, then I could certainly answer any of those at this point. If you go to Appendix A is what we also do is that any line items that are underspent, we move the budget down so that they zero themselves out with that. Again, if you have any questions about any specific ones, let me know, but otherwise I would ask that this gets passed under suspension.
Kevin, can you explain the suspension a little bit for the new members?
So, yes, I'd be more than happy to. So everything that we bring towards the city council by our charter requires a third read, or Robert's Rules of Order. If I'm saying that correctly, Billy, just correct me. So if we have the ability, and we do need 5 votes, so glad we have 5 people here tonight, then 5 out of 7 to pass the suspending the rules of the third read. So what'll take place in this is that Brittany will ask for suspension, and somebody will make the motion and then second that, and then you will vote on the suspension of the rules, and then if it does get suspended, then you will vote then to pass said ordinance in this case with that. So that's the reason we do these. And occasionally, again, we do them because of timing factors, because we only meet twice a month, and things need to be done in a more of a quicker matter. Typically, we do have things go to 3 reads. There are always exceptions, though. So,
Thank you.
yep, that's why we do those. So I would ask to have you ask for a motion of suspension.
Any other comments? Motion for suspension? Okay, have a motion, please.
I'll motion.
Second.
Thank you. Ann, can you please call roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
If there's no other comments, I have a motion for the ordinance, please.
Motion.
Second.
Ann, please call roll.
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item J2, ordinance number 058-25, an ordinance authorizing the finance director to make appropriation transfers, transfer of appropriation 4, from one appropriation line item to another appropriation line item pursuant to ORC 5705, period 40, for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2025, as listed in Exhibit A, and declaring an emergency. The suspension requested. Have a motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you.
So the second one that we're approving tonight is when one line item has enough budgeted or more than enough budgeted, but one line item doesn't have enough. So what we do is we transfer those funds from one line item or a few line items to one line item.
This does not increase the budget, because what happens is, in this particular case, the totals will always balance. So we prefer this method. Sometimes we can't go this method, but this total here is on page 7. So we have a $304,000 and change from one line items to another line items. Again, it sums itself out. And all of these are not for the same fund, they're various funds, so it never increases a fund budget either. It just zeroes itself out. So we're just asking for, again, suspension on this, the transfer appropriations.
Thank you. Have a motion for suspension, please?
A motion.
Second.
Ann, can you please call roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
You just need to ask me that. Just roll call for the ordinance. We already have a motion and a
Okay.
second.
Ann, can I have a roll call for the ordinance, please?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item J3, resolution number 059-25, a resolution authorizing the finance director to transfer certain fund balances, transfer number 5, from respective funds to other funds pursuant to ORC section 570514 on an as-needed basis in fiscal year 2025, as listed in Exhibit A, and declaring an emergency with suspension requested. Can I have a motion, please?
Motion.
Thank
Second.
you.
So this is our last step. What this is, it's a transfer of funds. If you remember during the budgeting process every year during when we pass the 8 or 10 budget resolutions and ordinances, one of them is always called the transfer of funds, where council gives us the permission to move money from this fund to this fund. However, at times, we run into where we want to transfer, and we need to transfer funds from one fund to another that was never passed in that resolution. So when we do that, we need to come back to council to make sure that we get the blessings to do that. In this particular case, we created a fund, it was fund number 435, that was the East Washington Street sewer project fund, because we wanted to keep all of our expenses for that East Washington Street project into one fund so we could keep better track of it. We got close to the end of the year, and then we talked with Chad's office, and we say, hey, is this job complete? Is everything paid for? Once we get their blessings and that everything is, all the vendors have been paid, contractors have been paid, we had $50,768.46 left over into that fund. So because there's no more expenses to that project, instead of just leaving that money to sit there for no reason, we take that money and move it back to the 521 fund, which is one of our sewer replacement funds. So then it could be moved back to where it initially came from. And then it just zeroes out that fund, the 435 fund. So that's why we're here today, to clear up, really just to clear up that fund. So again, we ask for suspension.
Chad, just to thank you once again. Seems like the work that you and your whole department do, it's encouraging to always see a little extra on the bone, so appreciate your due diligence.
Try to get creative if we can.
We appreciate that. Can I have a motion for suspension, please?
Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Ann, can we have roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Thank you. Ann, can you call roll on the resolution as well?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
And if I could just take a note, I appreciate council doing this tonight, and thank you all very much. This means a lot to the finance department because we can close out 2025 tomorrow morning with that. So appreciate everyone assisting us along the way.
Appreciate it. Agenda item J4, ordinance number 001-26, an ordinance authorizing a pay increase for the City of Napoleon, Ohio Law Director, and declaring an emergency. Motion, please.
Motion.
Second.
I know that there was discussion about maybe passing this with suspension, but I didn't, Kevin, is that something that with your finance department, would this help in that sense if we pass this with suspension?
Well, we would go back, because how this one and the next one is written, it goes back to the start of the pay period. So no matter if this went from first to 3 reads, we will retro back the pay. The sooner that these are passed, the less that we have to retro back. Because it's salary, it's not that difficult to do. It's not like we're counting different hours. In saying that, my opinion and the wide audience we have here, I think you would be safe if you suspended them tonight.
Thank you.
I think it would be safe. For pay increases, personal preference, I'd prefer 3 reads, and especially for missing council people to be here, instead of passing under suspension with a reduced council. That's just my opinion.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Agreed. So either way, it's gonna be fine.
Okay. Any discussion from council on this? Can I get a motion, or,
Just roll call.
Ann, can you do the roll, please? On this ordinance?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Now we'll go on to second read. Ordinance number J5 or 002-26, an ordinance authorizing a pay increase for the city of Napoleon, Ohio Finance Director, and declaring an emergency. Can I have a motion?
Motion?
Second?
Thank you. Do we have any discussion with this one, council? Ann, can you please call roll? On the ordinance?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. That will move on to second read. Agenda item K1, resolution number 060-25, a resolution authorizing the transfer of certain property to wit approximately 0.876 acres, more or less, of real property, parcel number 41-129332040, owned by the City of Napoleon to the Community Improvement Corporation of Henry County, Ohio, and declaring an emergency. Can I get a motion, please?
Motion?
Second.
Thank you. Lori?
Thank you, Council Pro Tem. This is the property adjacent on the west side of the Fred Gerken Company. It's part of an abandoned railroad property owned by the city, so we're asking tonight for approval to transfer this property to the CIC so it can be marketed, as we have no use for it. And I believe, Chad, is it unbuildable?
It's essentially, it's too narrow, it's about 100 feet wide, but an adjoiner might be able to utilize the property.
Just asking to transfer the property tonight.
Thank you.
Second read.
Is there any council discussion on this? Hearing none. Ann, can you call roll, please?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. That'll move on to the third reading. Agenda item L, third reading of ordinances and resolutions. There are none. Agenda item M, good of the city. M1, discussion action approval of the power supply cost adjustment factor for January 2026 as PSCA 3-month average factor 0.02390 and JV2 0.007046. Lori?
Yes, thank you. This is just to approve the rolling average for our power costs for this month. I believe everything looks in line with the way we've been trending. So just asking for your approval tonight.
Can I get a motion from council for approval, please?
Motion.
Second?
Thank you. Ann, can you call roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Agenda item M2, discussion and action, yard waste site rules, to direct the law director to draft legislation.
Okay, so this is following discussion with our municipal properties and BOPA meeting last week. Chad's office did a lot of work to compile all of the yard waste related ordinances into one document so that we can have an official yard waste site rules and address some of the issues that we've seen in the past. And I believe after Billy had an opportunity to look it over, we're presenting the document that we would like to have approved. So just asking for his ability to draft the legislation so we can bring it back for approval.
Chad, thanks for you and your team for putting so much into this.
Yeah, sure.
It'll be very helpful.
Did a lot of work on it.
Yes.
Did a good job.
Is there any discussion, council? Can I get a motion to direct the law director on the yard waste site proposed rules?
So moved.
Second.
And can I have roll, please?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item M3, discussion action approval for plans and bid documents for North Harmony Drive replacement project.
Thank you. You can see from the memo here that Chad has another project ready to go. He's here to answer any questions.
Just real quick summary, as I outlined in the memo, as part of the master bid ordinance for 2026, we had in the budget the replacement of North Harmony Drive as well as a portion of Indiana Avenue. Essentially, this is going in, removing the portions that are concrete streets. We're going to remove them, leave the curbs like we did in Twin Oaks this past year, and then install asphalt on those two streets. We had budgeted $275,000. The estimate is $275,000 for the project. The completion date's set for October 31st. We have started extending our completion dates in an effort so we will get better pricing. A lot of contractors in the area are filling up their schedules. So by having an extended completion date, they would be able to fit it in their schedule and make it more competitive bidding. So tonight, we're just requesting approval of the plans and bid documents so we can put this project out for bid.
Chad, correct me if I'm wrong, but this was a project that has come up for several years.
I don't know if council has always seen this project, but it's been in my preliminary budget for about 6 or 7 years. Most of the time, it got cut before it got to you. Originally, we had planned to remove everything and rebuild them, and the estimate was approximately $650,000, $660,000. After the success we had last year in Twin Oaks, we went back and reworked the plans, realized we could leave majority of the curb and just perform the project like we did in Twin Oaks. And as you can see, going from $650,000 to $275,000, it was just one more way to try to save some money, especially out of the 400 fund.
Once again, appreciate that due diligence, and I've gotten hit up on this particular street multiple times from citizens, so I'm sure there's gonna be some excited people.
I've been looking at it for a while. I will admit it was hard to take completed plans and shelve them and start over, but after seeing how well it worked last year, being able to save $400,000, I believe it was the right thing to do.
Thank you. Can I have a motion for approval for the plans and bid documents?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Ann, can you please call the roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item M4, discussion and action to appoint 2 members to serve on the CIC board.
This should be 2 council members.
Okay.
I believe Meredith, Chair of the Municipal Properties, would be an appropriate choice. I don't know, I don't recall Mayor and
Yeah.
and Meredith, sorry.
Right.
Yes.
Just 2 of us.
Okay. Can I have a motion to appoint Meredith and Joe to the CIC board?
Motion.
Second?
Thank you. Ann, can you please call the roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item M5, Discussion or action to appoint one council member to the tree commission.
Okay. Traditionally, this is the newest member to council. So, I will leave that up to council to decide.
Thank you. We have a discussion on who would like to graciously volunteer for the tree commission.
I will volunteer.
Thank you.
Excuse me,
Yes.
one point to keep in mind, they will meet the same time as Parks and Rec,
Hmm.
and I believe Victor is on Parks and Rec.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Sure.
You're right.
Sure.
It's a great education.
She was just holding back. She really wanted it
Right,
anyway,
yep.
so she wanted to be
The
gracious.
meetings are short.
Yeah.
Can I have a motion to appoint Meredith to the tree commission?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Ann. Can you please call roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan,
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you.
Unanimous.
Just want it all. Just give it all to me.
Agenda item M6, discussion and action to reappoint Joe Meyer to the tree commission. No discussion
Just
on
need
that,
a-
then,
Just need a motion.
okay. Can I have a motion to reappoint Joe Meyer, please?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Ann. Can you please call roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item M7, discussion and action to appoint James Andrew Small and Doug Monan to the Water Rate Review Commission.
A couple of very intelligent individuals here getting on there.
Yes, they'll do a great job.
I think so as well.
And are they aware of this?
Yes. Once the paper comes out, just kidding.
Right. Can I get a motion to appoint James Andrew Small and Doug Monan to the commission?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you, Ann. Can you please call roll?
Brittany,
Yes.
Jordan.
Yes.
Tom,
Yes.
Victor,
Yes.
Meredith.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, we will go around the table, and I will start with Kevin this evening.
Yeah, I got nothing, thank you.
Thank you. Victor?
No, nothing.
Nothing? Jordan?
I have- yeah, I do have something.
I was like-
So I've gotten hit up on social media and in person probably no less than a dozen times from different individuals, one particular couple that are pretty passionate about this, asking why other cities have been able to navigate having poultry inside of city limits, and Napoleon has been dragging, I guess was the word that was used. So I'm just asking that we take that to municipal properties, take a look at it, see if that makes sense for something that we want to implement in Napoleon. So I guess I'm asking to send that to municipal properties for conversation.
Yep.
Thank you.
So my recollection of that topic from the past was simply that the council did not want poultry.
Perfect.
Correct.
So it may change. There are certainly
New council, new
lots
day.
of new
Yeah.
faces, and so who knows what will happen in the future, but that's my recollection was just council. That's the reason. We weren't,
Perfect.
nothing was being dragged out, simply opposed.
Using quotes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Mayor?
Nothing.
Tom?
Just to thank you to all the city departments, especially, refuge department, as this weather's gonna get windy and cold, it's a great job by all the employees, and of course, even those that are working in here every day. But a big thank you.
Yes, thank you. Meredith?
Nothing for me.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, I have just,
That's why I started with Kevin. Right.
really, I just have two things. One is, as if this could have been added to the mayor's fine speech, so thank you for your address tonight, Mayor. Good job.
Thank you.
But I received this memo last week, and I thought it was appropriate to share the information because of our water and sewer rate review that we spoke of in the meetings last week. It has come to our attention. I'm just gonna read it. This is from our city engineer and director of public works, Chad Bluffs. On December 29th, 2005, the city of Napoleon was issued the long-term control plan by the Ohio EPA due to the findings and orders on the city's sanitary sewer collection and treatment system. That was right about the time that Chad began his job with the city, so. The city of Napoleon has spent tens of millions of dollars to upgrade and maintain the system and to remain in compliance with the long-term control plan. On 2 occasions, the city successfully negotiated with the Ohio EPA to modify the plan and permits due to our continued efforts. These modifications were the first and second time the Ohio EPA reduced a community's requirements. These modifications also saved the city tens of millions of dollars. In the last negotiations, we were able to remove several projects and reduce the mandated project list significantly. Earlier that day, he was informed that the work was completed on East Washington Street. So the project on East Washington that was completed this past summer was the final construction project required by the Ohio EPA. We were not understanding that that was the final project we had. But we had one more that was a pretty big project to complete. So just because this is obviously impacting our rates, and on Monday night I was thinking there is light at the end of the tunnel. We've actually reached the end of the tunnel. So I think that's great news for the city of Napoleon. Certainly thankful to Chad for his entire career being spent to do this for us and to get us in a good position. So I thought that was important to share with all of you.
Thank you.
And then very anticlimactic, but Kevin and I will be at AMP this week, so leaving a little bit tomorrow after work just to make sure we get down there, depending on, hopefully we won't reach any or go through any bad weather, but we'll be gone till Thursday. And that is all I have.
Again, Mayor, thank you for the State of the Union address this evening.
Mhm.
Going over all that information, I think is great for the community to see, because obviously you don't see it on a day-to-day basis, so for like going through that and putting that out there, I think is very helpful. So I will move on to agenda item N, executive session, for the personnel to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official. We can get a motion, please?
Motion.
Second?
Ann, can you please call roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Thank you. Executive session.
Motion.
Second.
Ann, can you please call roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Okay, there was no action taken there. Agenda item O, approval of payment of bills and financial reports. In the absence of any objections or corrections, the payment of bills and financial reports shall stand approved. Ken's not here, so they shall stand approved.
Can I interject real quick
Please.
with a mulligan? The reminder for the Ethics Commission's
Oh.
financial disclosure, so just a reminder, I believe that's due May 15th. And if you do it and turn your receipt, and then the city will reimburse. I think that's the procedure, so.
Thank you.
Yep.
Now, can I get a motion for adjournment?
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Ann, can you please call roll?
Brittany?
Yes.
Jordan?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Victor?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Thank you. We are adjourned.